Hello and welcome to Frosthaven. This is a dark fantasy tactical RPG, features deep mechanics and challenging yet satisfying gameplay. Sounds fantastic, let's give it a go. So let's just check our options first. See what we've got here. Let's crank those graphics up. What we'll go for... There we go. Custom. Yeah, let's go for good for now and see how we get on. Right, let's go back. Campaign. There we go. So what we're going to do, we're going to do a new training grounds. There we go. Let's go through the tutorial.
I welcome you, guildmate. Before setting off, let's make sure we go over the basics. After all, the guild needs to be confident you'll survive the coming trip.
Okay, there we go. Right, let's see what we've got. So let's click that to continue. Right, use WASD keyboard. Move the camera around. Okay, and we can drag it with the mouse button. Right, rotate with Q and E. Zoom in and out with the scroll wheel. Ability cards represent the actions heroes can perform during the course of the game. This includes movement on the field. Okay, so we've got two looks like ability cards over here. Heroes can usually use 2 ability cards per turn. You can view an ability card in detail by inspecting it. Move the mouse cursor over one of them and use T on the keyboard or middle mouse to inspect it. Okay, let's see what we've got. There we go. So we can click and get some more details about it. Select both ability cards. So if we just hover over them, we can see roughly what they do there. So they've got 2 actions per card, but it'll go through that in a minute. So let's select them both. There we go. And then press the end selection button down here. Right, each ability card is divided into 2 parts, top and bottom. Each represents an action. A hero must perform at least 1 top and 1 bottom action during their turn. Select the bottom action of the tip of the spear ability card to move. So here's the tip of the ability card, so the top action is up here, the bottom one is move 4. Let's select that one. Since you selected the movement main action of the tip of the spear ability card, you can move up to 4 hexes on the grid. Okay. So which way are we looking here? Can I, there we go. But it's obviously not that way we're going this way. Left click on the highlighted door hex. And then confirm the movement button to move to it. Right, so there we go. We've got 1, 2, 3. So we need to click there and then confirm movement. Oh, okay. Let's have a look. See what we've got. You moved only 3 hexes prior to opening the door. You can move 1 more hex. Let's take the final step now. As before, left click on the highlighted hex and press confirm movement to move it. To move to it. There you go, final step.
I see you made it through. It was quite easy, wasn't it?
Yeah, it wasn't too difficult. Right, if you have 1 action left and it's... Oh, you have 1 action left and it's required to use it to end your current turn. Since you already used a bottom action, you must now use the top. Let's use it to execute an attack. There's the top card, which is Javelin. So we're going to select the top movement here, or the top action. Select the top action of the Javelin ability card. Here we go. Right, left click on the Guild Mentor. So we've got Javelin there. It looks like the range is 3 and the attack is going to be 3 as well. So he's within range there. He's only 2. We need to left click on him and then confirm targets. Oh, there we go. So it looked like he only took 2 damage then, even though it said 3. So we'll have to see what that's about.
You got me good. Well, this covers the basics. Now let's proceed with more advanced topics. Survival far north depends on your combat skills. Let's proceed with exploring more advanced topics.
Okay, let's do that. Right, let's see what we've got here. So I can move the camera around a bit. There you go. Right, during combat, participants can take turns based on initiative. The card with the lowest initiative value is played first. So this must be the values down here on the left. The participant's turn order is displayed in the initiative track located at the top of the screen. Unlike before, you now have a total of 10 ability cards which form your hero's hand. To begin, select the Javelin and Tip of the Spear cards for this round. Pay attention to their initiative value displayed on the left of the card. Right, Javelin's 21, so we're going to select that one. And Tip of the Spear is 67. An important thing to remember, the initiative of the first selected card determines that hero. Okay, so if I would have selected that one first, that would have been my initiative. And determines the hero's initiative for that current round. Don't forget to confirm your selection by pressing End Selection. Can I unselect them? No. I wanted to see what would happen if I changed it round. Right, End Selection. There we go, so he's selected that one. Spinning Strike. Okay, so that's just showing his card. Right, continue. During the hero's turn, you'll still be able to play the selected cards in any order, but their initiative won't change. Okay, so select the lowest one first. There are 2 types of attacks: melee attack, only adjacent hexes, and ranged attack. Adjacent or distant hexes. Okay, that one is a ranged. Okay, that one is melee. Select the top main action of the Javelin card. That's the same action we done last time. This is a ranged attack. Although ranged attacks can be used to target enemies in adjacent hexes, this will result in a disadvantage. For such attacks, 2 attack modifiers are drawn and the weaker one is applied. Okay, that's maybe why we only got 2 attack before. For such attacks, 2 attack modifiers are drawn and the weaker one is applied. Okay. To avoid attacking under disadvantage with our ranged attack, we need to get some distance. Oh, so being close is a disadvantage here. An attack from there. Use the undo button to revert the action of your hero's last action. Right, undo. Select the bottom main action of the Tip of the Spear card to move away from the Guild Mentor. There we go, so select move. And it wants us to move there. Confirm movement. Okay, your hero spent 2 movements to pass through a single difficulty terrain. Oh, okay, so because that terrain was slightly different there. Since your action had a total of 4 movements, we are unable to reach your destination. Oh, I thought it was green. You have 1 movement left, but you are good. You are at a good spot. So let's skip it by pressing the skip button. and finish the action. There we go. Performing an action discards the ability card, making it unavailable for selection in the next rounds. If a hero runs out of cards before the main quest objectives are completed, quest is over. Okay. Right, so we need to... This is a good spot to perform a ranged attack. Select the top main action of the Javelin card. There we go. Now select the Guild Mentor and execute the attack. Confirm. So let's see how much he takes here. So was that all 3 then? It looked like. When executing an attack, the damage dealt by the attacker is based on the damage value of the action used plus a randomly drawn attack modifier. Okay. The attack modifiers selection list lists all possible attack modifiers which can be drawn during combat. So there's the chances under there of getting those different modifiers. Some of them can be drawn multiple times during the quest. The attack modifiers can be customized via the perk screen once you gain access to it. When ready, close the window to continue. Okay. All actions performed throughout the round are listed in a battle log displayed in the lower right of the screen. There's everything we've done. It's a handy tool to keep track of the things unfolding in each skirmish. Alright, so there we can see our spear hit with 4 because it was a base damage of 3 plus 1, which was the modifier taking it to 4. Okay, makes sense. Now that you've performed your actions, you can end your turn and it's the enemy's turn to act. Unlike heroes, most enemies can perform only one action in their turn.
Great tactical thinking. Get ready for my next move.
Oh wow, okay. This damage was 8 then. An attack has landed on your hero. Normally that would deal damage and cost you health points. But there's always a way to eliminate or reduce that by making other sacrifices. To avoid receiving damage from attacks, you can use the following options. Lose 1 available card or lose 2 discarded cards. Choose the lose 1 available card option. Okay, that's down here. Use one of the hero's available ability cards to lose in order to avoid receiving damage. Select Unbreakable Wall card. Okay. And then press lose that to confirm your choice. This loses the card and your hero avoids receiving damage. There we go. We didn't get that 8 damage. Losing ability cards to avoid damage should be used strategically and sparingly, since you no longer can recover them in the current quest. Any lost cards can be used again when you start a new quest or restart the current one. Despite not taking damage, the attack managed to inflict a status effect on you. Okay. This inflicted effect is immobilize. It will prevent you from moving until it's removed. Status effects are beneficial or penalizing conditions which affect a character until they are removed. Okay, there we go. We've got immobilize. A new round begins. Just this once will remove the immobilize status effect without you having to do a thing. At the start of a new round, you can either choose which 2 ability cards to play or to perform a rest. Okay, where would that be? There are 2 types of rest. A short one, you must lose 1 discarded ability card at random to recover all other discarded cards. You can then select 2 cards to perform for your turn. Or a long one, you must lose 1 discarded ability card to recover all other discarded cards or heal yourself for 2 hit points. So does that one heal? Or just reset the cards? You can select any other cards to play for the round. There is no need to perform a rest now since you still have plenty of cards to use. Select the deflecting maneuver and regroup cards. Press end selection when done. Right, so we need these top 2. So we're going to select the 15 initiative first. because that sets that up. If I selected that, 25, and then that, yeah, that stays at 25. So always select your lowest one first. Let regroup. There we go. End selection. He's going for the pinning strike again, which is 8 damage. Continue. Note there are actions in the middle of each ability card. Okay. These are basic actions of the card. Basic attack. You deal 2 base damage to the target. Or basic move. You can move up to 2 hexes. The main actions of the card are more powerful than the basic ones. However, some of them lose the card upon usage. Basic actions only discard the ability card, so it can be recovered after resting. The main actions are more powerful. You lose the card upon usage. Okay. Some situations are best handled by sticking to the basic actions. Select the basic action of the deflecting maneuver card. Select the attack action. There we go. Select the guild mentor and execute the basic attack. So he's only got 1 health there, so we should be good with a base of 2. And hopefully we won't get a negative modifier. Select the guild mentor. There we go. And then confirm.
I've taught you well.
There we go. He's gone.
Go tend to my wounds. Enjoy your spoils.
Right, he's dropped something here. When defeated, some enemies drop loot. In order to pick it up, a hero you control needs to be on the hex the loot is located on before the end of the turn. So we've got a basic attack to use down here now. Additionally, some ability cards include actions which allow for loot collection. Select the basic move on the regroup card. So we can just land. Oh, so those green ones there before were just showing that there was a different terrain. Move cost 2. Okay. Difficult terrain. Okay, so we want to stand on the loot. Confirm selection. You need to be on this hex when the turn ends to collect the loot. So press the skip movement button to finish your move action. Press end banner spear's turn button to complete your turn. End banner spear's turn. Is that our name? Banner spear. Okay. There we go. We got some loot.
You are showing great potential. Let's proceed to my final lesson. It's time to begin with your final test. Let's see how you'll fare against multiple opponents. I brought my trusty hound with me for this one.
Right.
Fear not, as you won't be alone in this challenge. Meet your aid for today, the Inox Drifter.
Where's the Inox Drifter? The Inox Drifter, is that you? Oh, sorry. To switch between heroes, you can use the party column located on the left side of the screen. Since you control 2 heroes, you must select the ability cards for both of them. Remember, you need to select 2 cards for each hero. First, let's select Deflecting Maneuver and Javelin cards for the Banner Spear, which is that one. Banner Spear, Drifter. Okay. Can we have a look at him? Oh, he looks pretty cool. Right then. So we select these 2. That one and Javelin. So select that one, which is 15, and then Javelin, which is 21. Now let's switch to the Drifter hero by left-clicking on their portrait in the column, party column. You can also select the Drifter by left-clicking on the field. Okay, let's select him there. With Drifter selected, choose the Violent Inheritance and Prudent Preparation cards. Where's the Prudent? So why would it be... Can I not select that one? Because that one's 14. Okay, 70 and 14. I would have thought selecting that one would have put him before Banner Spear. Anyway, finally, let's complete the card selection by pressing left click on the end selection button. There we go. Okay, so we've got some, there's the 2 attacks from the enemies. 98 and 99, so we're okay. Okay, select the basic move action of the deflecting maneuver card. Okay, what have we got here? Range, shield, character reduces all incoming damage, attacks. Okay. The basic move. Right, move to the highlighted hex, which is that green one. Confirm. Pay attention to the traps and avoid stepping into one as your hero will take damage. Movement abilities which include a jump action are a great way to avoid traps, difficult terrain and obstacles. Select the top main action of the javelin card and execute the attack on the guild mentor. So he's 3 away, so we're going to select there, range attack. We're going to get the guild mentor. The base attack is 3. And we'll see what the modifier is. +0, so we're just going to get the 3 damage. So that's like a random number that comes up. Right, end this banner spear's turn. There we go. Right, start by selecting the top main action of the Prudent Preparation card to apply a self buff on the Drifter. So what does this do? A shielded character reduces all incoming attacks. So that's +1 shield, and retaliate is a status effect that allows a character to automatically respond. Okay, so if he gets attacked, he'll attack back for +1. So we're going to select the top action. There we go. Note that the main character consists of 2 abilities. These are executed in order, top to bottom. This means you first need to do the shield buff ability and then the retaliate buff ability. This being a self buff ability means the Drifter is selected by default. Press confirm targets. The Drifter is selected by default. Okay. Press confirm to apply the buffs. There we go. Got some buffs. So they show their shield. So when the buff's applied, let's proceed with attacking. Select the bottom main action of the Violent Inheritance card. Ooh, look at that one. Move 4. And then range attack, is that? It is, isn't it? Melee 1. That's range. That's a powerful card. Select the bottom action. There we go. This is another main action which consists of 2 abilities. First, select the highlighted text. Put some loot on there as well, which is handy. Confirm movement. This is a good spot. Skip the remaining movement by pressing the skip button. Okay. Now select the hound and press confirm targets to execute the ranged attack. So the attack there is showing 3, which is the base attack. Select the hound, he's got 7 health. Confirm. What are we going to get? -1. No. That's only going to be 2. Press end Drifter's turn button to conclude your hero's actions for this round. We've got the loot, healing potion, nice. Oh, he's got a big hit, hasn't he? Ooh. Oh, damage 1. The Drifter is a tough hero and can sustain taking some damage. Okay. Press receive damage button to continue. Oh, so that was my retaliation then, wasn't it? There we go. The dog attack was 0. Oh, that was the modifier, sorry. Yeah. These attacks are weak, so you can afford to take more of them. Press receive damage button to proceed. You may have noticed that the retaliate buff triggered both times when the Drifter got attacked. So receive that damage. There we go. Okay, round 2. Select the pincer movement and the unbreakable wall cards for the banner spear. Pincer movement and unbreakable wall. As before, now let's switch to the drifter. So let's select the drifter. Select the vile assault and bloodletting cards. Vile assault is right up there. So look, he's 27 now. So he should move in front of banner spear. 65. End selection. There we go. So they've got the same basic attacks again. Since the drifter got hurt, now it's a good time to use your healing potion looted earlier. Left click on it to select the healing potion. Press confirm target to use the potion on the drifter. There we go. So +3 health. So he's got 6 left there. And confirm on the drifter. There we go, a bit of health for the drifter. Good. Select the bloodletting cards, bottom main action. What's this one? Melee attack. And what's this? Wound is a negative status effect that has the affected character suffer 1 damage at the start of each of his turns. The 1 melee is quite low. I probably would have gone for 3 myself, but attack the guild mentor. Confirm. So that was a 0 modifier. He's got 1 damage. He's got a blood. What was it? A wound modifier. Right. Select the vile assault cards. Top main action. Okay. So we've got some actions here. Poison, and we've got the wound again. So he's going to be very damaged. Select that one. Attack the guild mentor with the first ability. So let's see what happens. +1 as well. 3 damage. Right, attack the hound with your second ability. Oh, so you can choose them there. Right, select the hound. Confirm. +1. Good. Press the end drifter's turn button to end the hero's turn and switch over to banner spear. There we go. Right, banner spear. Let's turn the camera around. There is a good opportunity for you to use pattern-based action. These actions are powerful but require a specific positioning of your heroes and enemies to be executed. Use the bottom basic attack of pincer movement to move the hex highlighted. Ooh, which one? This. So use the pincer movement, bottom one. Complete the second round. Activate 1/2 of your... Use the bottom action of pincer movement. Yeah. Oh, there we go. Okay, basic movement. And where do we want to move to? Move to the highlighted text. Hex. Which one's highlighted? That's the only one that's highlighted. Let's go there then. Let's see what happens. Confirm. As previously mentioned, going over a trap activates it and you will take damage. You can afford to take damage since the banner spear is at full health. Okay. Press the receive damage button to continue. So we're going to take 2 damage there. Since you are now where you need to be, skip the remaining movement and press the skip button there. First, let's examine the pattern in the top main action of unbreakable wall. Okay, that's why the button is there. Because we've got an attack. We've got a melee attack here and we can attack those 3 enemies. So we need to select that. Right. According to the pattern, your ally needs to occupy the hex to the left of banner spear. Okay. Currently your drifter is... Oh, I see. So we need to be there. Your drifter is occupying the hex to the right of banner spear. We need to do something about this. Now that we know that the pattern means, let's select the action. Press the R keyboard to flip the pattern. Okay. Move the cursor to align the pattern so that all positions are properly matched. Okay. When done, left click to lock the position of your pattern. You may notice that not all red hexes in the pattern are occupied by enemies, but that's okay as long as the banner spear and the drifter are occupying the proper hexes. You can execute the attack. Press confirm. So we've got those two. Confirm. Here we go. And they're gone. Great work. Now press the end banner spear's turn button to end your current round. Victory.
You have mastered all I had to teach you. I will report back to the guild that you are adequately prepared for the trip ahead. I wish you safe travels, and will gladly hear the stories of your adventures if we are to ever meet again.
Right, so that was the tutorial. Let's have a look at our options here. Let's go to new, choose your campaign. We're going to have a quick look at the first level, see what it looks like. Main campaign, navigate through a captivating journey, discovering the secrets of the world's most dangerous wildlands. Continue. Story, for those who want to experience the world and narrative with minimal resistance. So we really want standard, don't we? Right, create at least 2 heroes. Oh, look at these ones. Bone Shaper. Oh, wow. Drifter. Oh, there's quite a few. These look like crazy heroes. Blink Blade. Deathwalker. I like the Drifter because he's like a tank, isn't he? He's got lots of health, ranged. Let's go for the Drifter. Okay. Let's call him Drifter to keep it easy. So we know where we are. Okay. What's this? Personal quest. Searching for the oak. Greed is good. Let's go for the first one. Okay, what's this one? Items. Items offer a wide variety of options. Okay. So do we select 2 of these? How much gold have we got? Oh, let's just click create. Oh, we've got 30 gold. Is that the robes? What do these do? When one of your summons offer, looks like a bleed or something. Winged shoes during your turn. Add jump to all of your move abilities. Boots of speed during your initiative after. During ordering of initiative, after all ability cards have been revealed, increase or decrease your initiative by 10. Boots of speed. Wow. Let's go for that one. And get some armor as well. When you're attacked before drawing an attack modifier, the attack gains disadvantage on the attack. When you are... okay. Let's go for those 2. Let's create the Drifter. Okay, and then the next one. I think I like Bone Shaper. Deathwalker. Well, let's see what Bone Shaper's like. Let's keep it nice and easy. Okay, let's go for one of those personal quests there. And let's see what we've got. We've got 30 gold again. So I feel like doing the same things again because the jump would be quite handy and the leather armor. Great. There we go, let's start. Choose battle goal for each hero. If the quest completed successfully, each hero will gain perk marks. Editing hero cards in the equipment is possible by right-clicking the image of the portrait. Battle goals, okay, we've got those down there. Optional objectives that allow heroes to gain perk marks, okay. And the codex contains all the game mechanics. Select a battle goal. Kill one or more elite enemies, or yeah, let's go for that one. Never perform an action with a lost icon. Sluggard. Perform a long rest. Lose a card to negative. Let's go for that one. Right, let's begin.
The sounds greet you first. Muffled metallic pangs. A voice howling. It's difficult to make anything out with the wind rushing past your ears, but you know that tune anywhere. There's a fight up ahead. But a fight means people, and if there are people, then the town must be close. You hear more, a scream, the crash of steel against stone, a deep, earthy growl. You're running now. Your legs are wasted from the hike. Your shoulders ache from your gear. But the sounds are close now, and up ahead you see the gauzy orange light blooming in the air. With one last push, you round the final bend in the trail, and you see it. Frosthaven, engulfed in flame. Great petals of fire burst from windows and crawl over roofs. People stream from the town's ruined gate, their faces bent in panic. A moment later, you see the object of their terror. A massive creature with 2 legs and 2 hulking arms, covered entirely in thick white fur. 3 gnarled horns crowning its head.
Aldoc's Raiders!
Cries an elderly porter beside you.
We're doomed! They're stronger than anything else alive! We've come all this way for nothing!
As if to prove the point, the Olgox you've been watching catches a fleeing outposter with one hand and hurls him backward as if he weighed nothing. 10 days you've been hiking. 10 days, and this is what you find. You breathe out a thick plume of foggy air and hoist your weapon high. Time to get to work.
Aldoc's Raiders! We're doomed!
There we go. That really set the scene for the next episode. But what we'll have to do, we'll have to end it there so it's not going running on too long. So that was Frosthaven. Hope you enjoyed the tutorial and the setup for the next episode there into the campaign. Join us next time and we'll catch you soon. Bye for now. Bye.